Hi there. So we begin our week 1 module and our course with Bloom's Taxonomy. Bloom's Taxonomy was invented in the year 1956 by an educational psychologist named Dr. Benjamin Bloom and a bunch of his collaborators. It was intended to be a method of classifying educational goals and was published under the name Taxonomy of Educational Objectives. Basically, Bloom's taxonomy is a framework of classification that divides the way people acquire knowledge and skills into 3 major learning domains. These domains are the cognitive domain, the affective domain, and the psychomotor domain. Bloom's 3 domains of learning focus on 3 different types of categories of skills that learners are expected to develop as they go through any kind of learning. Specifically, the cognitive domain focuses on the development of mental skills and is commonly referred to as the knowledge domain. The affective domain focuses on the development of emotional skills and is commonly referred to as the attitude domain. And the psychomotor domain focuses on the development of physical or manual skills and is commonly referred to as simply the skills domain. It should be noted that each of these 3 domains of learning follow a hierarchical order within themselves, where each level of the hierarchy corresponds to a different level of learning. In other words, each subsequent level in any of these 3 hierarchies can be achieved only when the levels below it have been mastered. Out of these 3 domains, the cognitive domain is the one most commonly focused on in traditional education and will be the main focus of our current lesson. The cognitive domain of Bloom's taxonomy focuses on the acquisition of knowledge and mental skills during any learning process. This domain is divided into 6 levels of learning. These levels are knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. As mentioned earlier, each level in this domain can only be achieved by a learner once he or she has mastered the levels beneath it. For example, a learner will only be able to analyze something once he or she has acquired knowledge about it, can comprehend it, and can apply it in real-life scenarios. In the mid-90s, it was felt that the original Bloom's taxonomy needed to be reconstructed or revised in order to make it better fit the modern approaches to learning. So, in the year 2001, a group of researchers published a new, revised version of the Bloom's taxonomy. The 2 major changes that were introduced in the revised taxonomy were, firstly, changing of level names from nouns to verbs. For example, knowledge became the remember or remembering level, comprehension became the understand or understanding level, and so on. And secondly, rearranging or reordering some of the levels to form a different kind of hierarchy. So, the original Bloom's taxonomy with the 6 levels of knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation was changed to the revised Bloom's taxonomy, comprising 6 levels of learning: remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating. As you can see here, the synthesis and evaluation levels in the original taxonomy have been reordered in the revised version so that the evaluate level now appears at a lower level, while the create level appears at a higher level. Let us now take a closer look at each of the 6 levels of the revised Bloom's taxonomy. The first Bloom's level, remembering, focuses on learners' ability to simply remember and recall facts and concepts that they have been exposed to. Examples of skills in this level would be defining, listing, identifying, labeling, and tabulating. The second Bloom's level, understanding, focuses on learners' ability to comprehend, interpret, or understand the information presented to them. In other words, a learner at this level should be able to present given information in their own words. Examples of skills in this level would be explaining, describing, summarizing, and comparing. The third Bloom's level, applying, focuses on learners' ability to take the information and understanding that they have gathered from the first two levels and to use it in new, different situations. Examples of skills in this level would be solving, relating, classifying, and illustrating. The fourth Bloom's level, analyzing, focuses on learners' ability to break down the facts and information presented to them and analyzing these components to construct meaning and come to conclusions. Examples of skills in this level would be comparing and contrasting, inferring, and analyzing. The fifth Bloom's level, evaluating, focuses on learners' ability to judge the validity of ideas and information and to present and defend their opinions related to these judgments. Examples of skills in this level would be justifying, concluding, estimating, and predicting. The sixth and final Bloom's level, creating, focuses on learners' ability to create something new out of the knowledge they have gained. Examples of skills in this level would be constructing, composing, and designing. The 6 revised levels of the cognitive domain of Bloom's taxonomy form the basis of creating good objectives or goals for lessons, which in turn form the essence of effective lessons. The Bloom's taxonomy is, by far, the most widely used taxonomy in education and gives educators an idea of the depth of learning that learners might be achieving in their classes. To learn more on the topic, explore the additional resources given near the end of this week's module. You can also use the internet to research more on the topic and should consider posting any good web links that you find on the topic to the week's general discussion forum. Thank you, and I will see you in the next lesson.